Hello and welcome. I'm Tuck.
And I'm Chelsea.
And we are brand ambassadors with Ravensburger, and we are excited to be demoing Labyrinth today.
Yes.
So this is an amazing Labyrinth, and we're really excited to be playing this.
So a little bit of information about this game first. It is for ages 7 and up. It's about 2 to 4 players, and the playing time is anywhere between about 20 to 45 minutes. And it is also available wherever games are sold for about $25 to $30, depending on where you get it. And really, really cool, next year is actually its 35th year anniversary.
Yeah, and that's really awesome.
Yeah. All right, so to talk a little bit more about the premise of Labyrinth. So in this enchanted labyrinth, players set out to search for mysterious objects and creatures. By cleverly sliding the paths, players try to find their way to their coveted treasures.
And the first player to find all of their treasures and then return to their starting position is the winner.
So, as you can see, we've already shuffled the path tiles, and we have placed them randomly on the game board to form a random maze of paths.
Yeah, and you'll notice that there's one tile that's left over. That's the key to taking each of your moves, but we'll actually talk about that here in just a minute once we start playing.
Yeah, and then we've also shuffled the treasure cards, and we split those evenly among the players. And so in this game, since there are 2 players, each person will end up having 12 treasures to collect, and we have both of our decks on the side here.
Absolutely, yeah. And then last, every player will pick their playing pieces. So I've got blue.
And I have yellow, so I'm over here.
And you'll set it on one of the corners that matches with your starting color tile, and then we're ready to get going.
Yeah, and then as we mentioned, of course, with that game info, you could have 4 players, so there is a spot for a green and a red player as well.
Yep, absolutely.
All
right, so let's get started. So each player secretly takes a look at their first top treasure card. I'll show this stream there a little bit without showing the other players.
Ooh, were you showing yours off? Okay, wait, cover your eyes. I'll show mine off. I'll show it up close. Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes.
I'm not looking at anything.
So there is my first treasure card. Nice, cool detail and up close. I feel like you looked right at the screen.
I didn't. All right, so this is the treasure, and it's only one at a time. The treasure that you have to get by taking your turns and adjusting the maze. So each turn is always made up of 2 steps. You'll first move the maze, and then you can move your player piece. So I'll go ahead and go first. Remember, we mentioned that tile that's left out. That's the key in moving the maze, because the maze will always be a solid square. And so as I try and get somewhere, which I actually see I can get there, I think, I need to move the maze and then take a turn. So I actually already have a clear path to the one that I'm trying to get to.
Wow.
But I can't move until I've moved the maze yet. So I'm going to move somewhere where it doesn't really affect that path there. And so you can stick it in. There are 3 arrows on each side that show where you can adjust the map. So I'm going to push it in here, completely adjust the map, and then we have that piece that kind of slid off there. And then you can move your player as much or as little as you'd want, as long as it connects. So I am going to go to the sword and show that I have gotten the sword.
Very nice.
So now, since I've gotten there, I'll actually go ahead and take a look at my next one and kind of see where on the board that is that I need to make my way, and that's my turn.
Sounds good. All right, so I now have to use this piece, and I cannot put it back into where you just where it just came out of. That's one of the rules.
One of the rules, yeah. And we've noticed if you just kind of leave it there, it reminds you that that's where it came out, and so you can't put it straight back in there.
Yes, although every so often I'm like, well, what if I...
You'll find Chelsea always likes to cheat
at least once
in a game.
Once, without fail. All right, so I'm going to go all the way up to here.
Okay.
All
right.
Your turn.
So again, I'm going to remind myself of what I'm trying to go for and see how I can get there. Now, I can't get all the way there, so I'm going to see if there's something I can do that might get me a little bit further at least.
Yeah, and while you kind of think about that, I just think this is so cool. I love like background, behind the scenes kind of game development information. And so Ravensburger shared in the chat that the game designer of Labyrinth, Max Cobert, was originally inspired by the opening and closing of a drawer. And I just find that really cool. I love like background information about anything, and you can kind of see that with like the movement. So.
And the sliding.
Yeah.
It works really well. I
It
like
does.
that. All right, so I entered my piece here, and it came out here, and I can't get straight to where I'm going to go, but I am going to adjust myself to here, I think.
Very nice. All right, thank you. I will take this. I always end up at some point trying to put it where I can't.
Yeah, and so there are quite a few pieces that move, but there are
Yes.
some that are stuck in place, and you can't adjust those. So
I
that's
try.
what those arrows are for.
I very much try every so often, but I will go right here. So I'm going to move you just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go up to right about there. That's
Okay.
as far as I can get right now.
All right.
So.
It's kind of weird to be moved around.
Yeah.
That's not exactly
Yeah.
what I was expecting. I was
You know,
hoping to kind of go that way.
in a maze, that's just what happens.
That's
you
how it
know?
works.
You know?
Yeah. Okay, speaking of moving, I think I'm going to move myself as well. I'm going to go, let's do it this way. I'm going to go this way.
Oh.
Shift myself up a
Yeah.
little bit.
I like that.
And I think I'm actually going to stay where I am. So
Okay.
again, you can move as little or as
All
much as
right.
you'd like, as long as it's connected. I think I'm going to stay there now.
Okay. I'm going to reach and grab this piece here. And I'm going to go ahead and slide right there.
Mhm.
And I will go right here and reveal that I got my first
Very nice.
First treasure.
Very friendly, kind of looking ogre
Yeah,
creature.
he's very cute. I like him. I like his little outfit too. All right. Okay, I know what I'm going for now.
Okay.
It is your turn.
All right, I'm going to remind myself. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm getting
I know, I feel like
closer.
I start to forget after a while, and then there are so many really cool treasures and just different things on this board that make it very kind of distracting, and I'm like, ooh, I would like to actually
Yeah, absolutely.
go and visit.
So I'm going to push myself again,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to stay there, actually, as well.
Okay.
Again. One of the things that I try and do as we're playing, especially when it takes a few moves to get there, I try and look at where Chelsea's going and see if I can not only push myself towards my goal, but maybe see if I can kind of catch her out a little bit as well.
Yeah, I mean, I
far.
don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm going to move this piece right to where I am and just get wherever I want. I'm going to go this one move right
One
here.
spot, okay. All right, then I am going to go in here one more time to allow myself to get to the bag of coins. So that
Okay.
is my
Second, nice.
next treasure.
Nice.
All right. Let me look and see where I'm going.
You know what? I do respect that. Another term for cheating is house rules. Yeah, I like that.
I've seen that,
quite a
yeah.
lot. My house rules are always I can just push my piece however I want
However
to.
far. It's one of those things, especially once you've played a few times, if it's with the same person or something like that, there's always something you can do to maybe change up the rules, make it a little
gonna
bit
do
more
that.
interesting. Are you going to stay there?
Well, yeah, I mean,
You can go down this way.
yeah, you know what? That feels like I will get trapped there. I feel like you want me to go down this way to
Not
like
necessarily.
change some things up, but I'll take it.
Okay, all right. Okay. I am on the complete wrong side of everything. So I'm going to put this here
Very nice.
and do quite a bit of movement. I'm going to go, a little, not as far as I thought I could. I thought I could get down a little bit further. That's all right.
I know. I always get really distracted. I feel like I see it and I'm like, I've solved it. I know exactly how to get there, and then it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, and one of the things that I've noticed is more moves than just the piece you're putting in. And so even though you might account for one thing, there's generally something
Yeah.
else in the maze that shifts as well.
Yep.
This is not one of the ones that can move.
Yeah.
So I'm a little stuck right there at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm glad I'm not the only one who tries to like move the unmovable
Oh,
pieces.
definitely not.
I always want to move them.
I'm going to push myself sideways a little bit.
Okay. I think I'm going to push myself down.
Up?
Up.
Okay.
I feel like I'm going down from my,
Oh, yeah.
from my perspective.
Just making sure you weren't putting it in the wrong location. Are you going to adjust it all?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to hang out where I am.
All right. I am going.
I like chilling with this little bat here. We're friends.
I would love to hang out with the bat.
Is that where you're trying to get
I'm
to?
trying to. All right. I'm going. I don't know how much it's going to help me, but I'm going here, I think.
Okay. All right.
Sometimes, even if I'm not making progress towards it, I feel like at least moving feels good. Like I'm doing something.
Maybe? I don't know. I'm going to just continue to move that bat away from you.
Yeah. One of those things, again, that Chelsea has realized what I'm going for. I feel like I should be able to maybe get back there pretty soon.
I'm trying, hold on, I need to decide if I need to move. See, after a certain point, my brain doesn't quite work this way with all the moving pieces. I feel like I would definitely get lost if I was in this maze and probably stay there forever.
Definitely.
In real life. And so my brain is trying to connect what your next step will be and what my next step should be. All right. I think I am going to go ahead and move to the skull.
Okay.
So,
All right.
moved one.
You moved one. I'm trying to see if there's somewhere that I can get to a little bit better. One of the things that we also really like about this is that, Labyrinth has been around for so long. It's actually developed quite a few different spin-offs.
Yes.
And so there are a few different themes. I know there's a Harry Potter and a Frozen.
Yes.
There's a few different levels of difficulty. So this
Yes.
is the original, but they also have some children's versions as well, like I think
the
Frozen. That are a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to kind of
Yes.
get to for kids to work around and kind of work with their spatial reasoning and logic and things like that.
I needed that when I was younger to probably help with this
Definitely.
as an older. All right. I feel like you've done some things. You're moving around.
I've tried to do a few things.
Yeah. I see you. I see you moving around.
You're not supposed to know what I'm going for, though, so don't let that influence you.
Whose fault is that? Oh, come on! I always want it to be one of the ones I can't move. I'm gonna move you down here, I think.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go back to the bat.
Really? Okay. All right. So I actually have a path to where I'm trying to go.
Oh my gosh.
I appreciate that.
I didn't even realize that, to be honest, after all of that.
After all that, I'm going to do something that doesn't adjust my path, and we'll take this. I will join you here with the bat and show that's my next treasure.
Very well done.
Thank you very much.
I feel like I should get credit for that, but I'll give you credit for
you
it.
definitely helped me out with that move. All right. I'm going to try and go for this one next.
I am so, to be honest with you, very lost right now with what I should be doing.
Yeah, I will say I am not sure where you're trying to head to.
You
left the bat and you came back.
To be honest, I don't know if I'm sure where I'm trying to head to anymore. Okay. I'm very near where I need to be.
Okay, that's
if
good.
that counts for anything.
One of the
How
difficulties,
I get there is another question.
One of the difficulties I face is that a lot of times you kind of have a pathway that runs straight across, and I wish that there was a way to kind of rotate things instead of just sliding. I feel like that would make things easier. But then you just have to think, okay, maybe I can push from a different direction.
Yes. Oh, I'll leave that. That is your turn
Thank
now.
you. You're not moving at all?
No, I'm gonna, well... Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. Okay.
Just gonna hang out in my little spot here. Oh wait, no, I lied. I would like to move before you go.
Go ahead.
Because this now connects, and that's where I'm trying to get
that's
to.
where you're trying to get to. Yeah, go for it. I'm glad you didn't stay still.
Yeah, listen, I did not see that it ended up connecting at all until I was like, no, I'm going to hang put. Then all of a sudden, it was like it opened up and there was no more wall between where I was trying to go. So.
The curvy, twisty walls, I'll get you.
Yes, they will.
All right, I know that this will help, but I don't know how far it'll help. So I'm going to adjust the maze, and then I'm going to see how far I can go. So I'm going to go here.
Wow.
I can actually get all the way there. I wasn't sure if it matched up here as well, but I am going for that lizard right there.
Stop it.
Yeah.
You're too good at this.
That was a little bit of luck. I knew it would get me somewhere here, but I wasn't sure with it moving more if it would connect. So I'm glad that did.
I'm very impressed.
See what else I'm going for here.
I don't think I can pull off something as good as that, to be honest with you. I wish I could move my piece before and then kind of do what I want to do.
Yeah.
But you can't. But, like, maybe that could be a house rule where you can move before you go. Okay, let me think.
I know there's definitely times when you try not to move the maze too much, or you have something planned out and then somebody else moves it and you think, oh no, I can't get where I'm going anymore.
Okay, I think I might have done something somewhat cool. Oh no.
No.
I ran into a wall.
There wasn't a wall there, and you made it.
Yeah. But I made the path, elsewhere to where I needed to go.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I'm going to stop. Just right there. It wasn't as cool as I thought that was going to be.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those things. Well, I will say, you did a good job. No, you messed me up.
Oh, okay.
I had a clear path to where I was trying to go to. I was showing it off to the camera, and then...
Oh, I didn't even see.
You adjusted it.
Man.
But that's where that rule comes in. I cannot put this back here just to adjust it back to where it was, because...
Right now, I wouldn't mind it, honestly.
Let's see. I think it'll help me maybe a little bit if I go here.
Okay.
Definitely not all the way, but I'm going to get to here.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Interesting. I don't like it. I don't know if that's what I want to do. I'm thinking real hard right now.
I know.
Real hard.
I'm kind of looking around. I just really enjoy all of the artwork and the pieces in all of this.
Well,
Where are you going to stop?
I think I'm going to stop on my little yellow space here.
Interesting.
And just hang out with my starting home piece.
Mm-hmm. And again, I was trying to push this section. This one doesn't work,
exactly.
Unfortunately. So
I know.
Let's see what I can do about that. Boy.
I know. It's tough.
It is tough. Okay.
And so as you can see,
maybe here? Not
trying to
exactly
figure out
what I was wanting, but I will shift there at least.
Interesting. Okay.
I think that gives me a couple different things I can do.
Interesting. I really have no idea what you're trying to do, to be honest with you.
Yeah. This gets tougher and easier the more players you have, because there's more shifting that happens in between your own turn.
Yes.
And that's what really throws me off. It's one thing to move the maze and then move my piece, but trying to think of my move before you move yours, it just doesn't work.
That's what I'm saying. All right, so I'm actually going to move to here, and the lovely, I want to call her like Princess Fairy Lady.
Yeah.
I just adore her. She was my next treasure or mythical creature.
Yeah, and in the chat, good teamwork in a non-cooperative game, because that's really what it takes. You're sometimes helping and sometimes hindering, and it's oftentimes really hard to tell what you're doing.
And then just all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah. All right, I am going to put this here.
Okay.
And I can move to the skull and crossbones for my next treasure.
Man, you are very good at this game.
Thank you. All right, I'm headed towards this.
Oh, I saw this time. I'm sorry. That was the first time I've actually seen. Out of fairness, there you go. That's what I'm headed towards.
Two cheating
I'll
just
show
doesn't
everyone
make you better.
that's That's not cheating. I willingly showed you
Oh,
what
okay.
my next thing was since I looked directly at your card. I just saw you like lift something. You're like in this. I was like, oh, what?
What is it?
I want to know as well.
I was talking to the third chair, somebody else.
Yes. Okay, wait. After just showing literally everyone what I'm going for.
It's
Okay,
this
there
one.
we go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have completely forgotten what I am going for. And also how to get there.
Yeah, there's maybe a couple ways, but it's kind of cut off.
I'm going to do that for right now. And I think I'm going to stop right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm not going to go all the way.
I almost got ahead of myself. I was going to make a move before I should. I need to
See?
move the maze first, and then I can make a move. I am going to hang out with you
Wow.
on the keys.
Oh, man. Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you very much. Where am I heading now?
I won't look.
Okay, I
You know,
got
to be honest, I looked right at your card, already forgot that that's what you were going for. So when you're like, I'm going to stand on the keys, and then showed it, I was like, amazing.
Amazing.
How did you do that? All right, it's your turn. I'm going to stay where
You're going to stay where you are?
I
Okay.
like keys.
I like hanging out with you. I'm going to leave probably, but
Wow, thanks.
I like the moment of being with you in the maze. A little bit of solidarity there.
Yeah, you know, just kind of being surrounded by all of these treasures.
Exactly.
And not getting the treasures we want. Well, you're getting the treasures you
I'm
want.
getting some of them. Let's see. Yes. Okay. I'm going to put this here.
Okay.
And I'm going to go this way. I'm trying to figure out how far to go. I think I'll go to here.
Interesting. Okay.
Which I could have gone the other way, too. Turns out there's a few different paths.
To get there?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'm going to just do that because you opened that up for me.
Oh,
so
very
thank
nice.
you.
Yeah. Oh,
And
I
there
forgot
is
what
my-
you were going
See?
for. Yeah.
Okay, that makes me feel better. And that was my next treasure, that emerald.
You get so focused on
Okay.
your piece, it's hard to remember
Yes,
anything else.
It's very difficult after a period of time.
Very difficult to play any sort of defense when you're focused on what you're doing. I'm going to go here, and I will go to this beautiful moth for my second to last treasure. One last in here.
Wow.
See where we need to go. And then just a
Wow.
reminder, we need to get to the treasure and back to the starting spot. So
Very
you
nice
do have
of
a little
that.
bit.
Yeah, I don't know if I could catch
You've got a
up,
few
to
more.
be honest with you. I'm working on this one. It will be amazing if I can figure out how to get there.
Amazing.
Yes, pun intended?
That was a great pun.
It might have been a cheap shot at a pun, but I forgot where I pulled this from. Do you remember? I think it was.
Maybe here?
Oh no.
Is that where you wanted to put it?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
I just
okay.
don't know where I pulled it from, and I feel like I'm gonna cheat.
It's all right. I
Those-
think, actually, yes, I put it here to cross that,
Okay.
that border. Yep.
I'm gonna continue with that.
Yep. So you can put it in the same spot that it was before. You can't just push it back to where
Yes.
everything was.
And I just want to see. Okay. I'm gonna go the long way here
Oh, okay.
and just really travel this board.
Wow, yeah, you are.
And just continue to really travel.
Look at that
This
path.
board.
That is awesome. How far are you going?
I think I'm gonna stop right here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna stop.
That was really cool.
I didn't
we
do
have
any
a
of it
very
because
big-
I put that there. So really, I mean, this was already created.
Well, yeah, but now it even connects here. And I think when you put it in here, maybe it connected up here. So.
No, because this piece was there and it was all the same
Oh,
pieces.
okay. Well,
it was
all right.
always. I know.
I was trying to
can't-
give you more credit.
I
than
really
you-
appreciate it. I have to be honest here that I did none of that.
Where? Oh, okay. Let's see. Well then. Oh no. Okay. Yes. So if I do
Yes.
yes, if I do this, then I can take a walk too, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
I threw something off. Oh, it was right there that I threw it off. Okay, so I will get to. I'm gonna stop here actually.
Okay. So
I was trying not to mess anything up, but there were very few spots where you could
So
not much
question,
stuff
can I push you off the board?
You can, and so this
I'm
doesn't
gonna
happen
do that.
very often, but when a player gets pushed off of the board, they will actually appear then on the one that got put in.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, so it's one of those ones that doesn't happen too often, but can really
you go.
disrupt your
Yeah.
the other player sometimes.
Well, I'm sorry. Or maybe
That's
I'm
okay.
not. Sorry, not sorry kind of thing.
No, that was
In
definitely
like
a good defensive
nice way.
move.
I mean, it wasn't defensive. I'm trying to make something else happen. And I'm just
okay.
going to stay put. I'm just chilling in my spot.
Okay.
I like where I am.
All right, you're going to stay where you are?
Yeah, I'm just watching the walls change before
Just
me.
move around you.
I'm just mesmerized by it all.
Absolutely. All right, I am going to...
Unfazed.
I'm going to shift here because I
Interesting.
don't want to move too much because I can actually join you
Ah, yes.
for my last treasure,
Of course.
the crown. Now, I haven't won yet. I need to get back here, but there's currently
a path.
pretty clear path.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I guess I will try to stop that pretty clear path by going like that.
okay.
And then also, I'm going to finally move to the owl
the
that I
owl.
just slowly moved him to me.
That's
one
the way it
move
works.
at a time.
That works.
All right. Okay.
All right,
It is
so
your turn.
I've got to get back here to my starting position. You definitely move that around, and I can't just push it back.
Yeah.
So,
Which is nice.
Luckily, though, there is a piece here
Oh, look at
underneath.
that.
So I'm going to adjust there and
Just
head
straight. Yep.
back.
Yep. Well done.
Thank you very much.
I
Thank you very much.
honestly don't know. I mean, I was pretty...
We had a couple more.
I had a couple. Ooh, I had a spider coming up. I don't know if I really would have wanted to get that treasure in real life.
It's a very good looking spider.
It is a very, it's
all of the
very
artwork
detailed.
on all
I
of
know.
these are really just wonderful
I'm going to
pieces.
show off some of these. I see that you're showing off yours. Oh, the dragon is
The green
completely
dragon
see-through.
Doesn't work on the green screen.
I like the genie.
Yeah, there's a genie and a couple ghosts as
Yeah.
well, and they're just really
Buck
good
here.
artwork.
Yeah. The owl's really cute. I should have showed him off. I waited so long to get to the owl.
The owl got to you.
Yeah, that's true. I pushed so hard to get the owl to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this was Labyrinth.
Yeah.
We really enjoy this. It's definitely a good game for spatial awareness. Like we said, there's a lot of different spin-offs and
Yeah.
themes to them,
Yes.
as well as junior versions, which work
Yes.
really well for young raised kids and get them to kind of see like cause and effect
Yes.
and planning ahead
Yes.
and things like that as well.
Yeah, and we have really, I mean, as you can see, like, it is a quick game. It's weirdly stressful as well.
In a good way.
In a very good way. It's very enjoyable. And we always have a good time just kind of laughing and talking and moving things around. And yeah, it's been a very enjoyable kind of date night game. So if
Yeah.
you're looking for an easy kind of fun date night game that you can, kind of work together in a non-cooperative game.
Absolutely. So again, this is 2 to 4 players. So
Yeah.
like Chelsea was saying, it's really good for a date night, but it also works if there's a couple other players because it gets more chaotic the more movement that happens in the maze.
Could you imagine? Just all of it all happening at once.
Definitely. So again, this has been Labyrinth. It's for ages 7 and up.
Yep.
2 to 4 players. Takes about 20 to 45 minutes. You can
Yeah.
see it went pretty quickly.
Yeah.
There's 24 treasures, and so you'll divide those between however many people you have. So even with more people, you have a little bit fewer treasures to go through. And
But a
kinda
lot more
averages out.
movement of
A
that
lot more
maze.
movement.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
a lot more
thinking.
Yeah, a lot more having to plan out, a lot more of being like, oh, come on. Like, you just messed up everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then, again, this is available wherever games are sold, and it's between about $25 to $30, depending on, like, where you go and where you pick it up. And then, again, really super exciting. Next year is actually the 35th year anniversary of Labyrinth, which is really cool. We should do a Labyrinth-themed party.
Definitely. So
I'm all about that. And then shout out, again, to the creator, Max, there we go. I lost it for a second. Shout out to the creator, Max Cobert. Just very beautiful, very fun design, and all of the artwork's really, really great.
Yep, very tactile. So again, we're with Ravensburger. This has been Labyrinth, and we hope that you pick up a copy just in time for the 35th year anniversary.
Yeah, and let us know if you were able to I don't know, beat Tuck's time. I mean, I feel like you went very fast.
Defeat the Labyrinth. It's all about playing
Yeah.
to whatever kind of a maze you have.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much. We hope you enjoy.